Good morning. It is now day 14, May 14th, on our 30-day challenge. So thank you for joining me this morning. I am Nurse Peju and welcome. So as of today is May 14th, and this is literally halfway our challenge because this is a 30-day challenge, and today is day 14. And how is everyone doing? I can only speak for myself, but as you can see, this is a journey of transformation. And the process of doing this every day, now and on day 14th, I can already see how things are already improving for me. So why are we doing this? This is a 10 minutes early everyday morning reset with journaling. We need something to help with our mental clarity, creativity, and healing. So the act of actually putting the pen to paper is what helps with this process. So I am glad that you're here this morning. And as you know, before we get started, I always read our inspiration for today. So in this, today's is actually interesting because this is more of like a question for you, but I am going to read it anyways. It says, what kind of fish lover are you? A, are you a fish lover who keeps the fish in an aquarium? B, are you a fish lover who only eats fish? C, are you a fish lover dedicated to preserving the ocean? Which type of fish lover truly loves the fish the most? That's more of a question, right? But I'm going to read it again. It says, what type of fish lover are you? Are you a fish lover who keeps fish in an aquarium? Are you a fish lover who eats only fish? C, are you a fish lover dedicated to preserving the ocean? Which type of fish lover truly loves fish the most? This is a very, very interesting question. And sometimes, you know how we say a lot of things, but saying the same thing, but yet means something different. It says, how do you love? And that is really important, especially when we look at how we love our loved ones, our family, but this is just a way to say, oh my goodness, what type of lover am I truly, right? Am I the lover that wants to keep everything in a certain way and in a certain order? Or am I the one that just try to create the right environment? Or am I the one that just wants to tear everybody down, for lack of better description? But the reality is that if you are translating that as love, that's love to some extent, right? It's just that it's translated differently. Now, let's take some time to actually reflect on that, because it's also important to know the type of lovers that we are. Okay. All right. And if you're wondering what I'm using for all this inspiration and journaling, this is my New Day, New Opportunity journal, and it is a 52-week journal, and there is a page for every single day of the year for you to journal, and there's also all these inspirations and prompts to guide you with the process. So as always, I am going to go ahead and keep quiet. However, the prompt for today is to learn. And as we learn what type of lover that we are, I hope you find it useful on how you approach your everyday. All right. How do you love? So remember, the word for today is how do you love? How do you love? Okay. So this is more of a question. How do you love? Something you can reflect on, and I hope you actually take some time to learn and reflect on that. Okay, it is now 5 minutes. Well, our 5 minutes have been completed. So, just a little reflection on what I wrote today. As we go reflecting on this idea of how do you love, the real issue is, how do I love me? Am I loving me in a way that it is healthy for me? Or what type of love do I need to fully, truly be my authentic self? Am I loving myself in a way that it gives me a little more freedom to be able to accept and truly digest the whole world as it is? Or am I loving myself into a cage? In other words, I have to also reflect, because there is also this saying that there are different love languages. Understanding your language, and also how are you learning to love yourself? Are you giving yourself room? Are you giving yourself the permission? Are you giving yourself the opportunity to experience the type of love you actually truly need for yourself? All right, I am going to leave you with that thought. This today actually was a question that I believe that I'm going to have to also take some more time to reflect on. But remember, as long as we're started, that is already half of the journey. And the fact that you show up is a true win in itself. And on this channel, we focus on progress over perfection. So thank you again for joining me this morning. I am Nurse Peju, and I will see you same time tomorrow. Have a blessed and wonderful day as you start this morning. It's your favorite nurse, Nurse Peju. Thank you.